Makhosi. Yeah, man. Mkhulu Sseida lo. Nyanga yamashikeshikekela namakhosi. Welcome to another episode of Kemi TV. Siyanamukela la ekhaya, man. We appreciate each and every subscriber. And the exponential growth of the channel. To all those of you who reached out, dream interpretations, ukuhlolwa, everything. I hope zonke izinto zenziyakhanya. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. Namhlanje man, ngihleli negedla la, ngihleli nomprofeti obeyinkanyezi, umprofeti wesibhakabhaka. Ya, Mkhulu Makhenikha. Hayi, kehle.
Thokozani. Makhenikha mina, Mkhulu Makhenikha. uMakhenikha omsamo, umprofeti ohamba nengelosi esibhakabhaka, igedla lamakhosi. Hayi, ngiyajabula kakhulu ukuthi ngisaseseka man. Ngibonga kakhulu ukuthi ngiyaseseka kakhulu futhi we are nothing without you. Ngicela ukuthi sibambe kanjalo. Thank you so much for the support. And we're back at it again. It's Kemi TV. I hope you're ready.
Shubile namhlanje.
Hey Mkhulu, sekunjalo Mkhulu. Sekunjalo.
Shubile Makhenikha. Sikhuluma ngayo.
Namhlanje ngifuna ukuthi sikhulume ngesihloko esithi things we hate about idlozi. Now, I know that sounds crazy because as we said, singamaprofeti, singamagedla. Ngiyabona sihamba nabantu abadala manje sikhuluma kanjani mangithi basithi things we hate about idlozi. No, we don't hate idlozi, sihamba namadlozi. Futhi mina ngihamba ngumakhenikha omsamo, ngigxile emsamo mina. Izinto zobuthakathi namagono angiphiwanga ukuthakathi. But sifuna ukukhuluma ngalesi sihloko ngoba we just want to raise some kind of awareness ukuthi idlozi is not perfect. Idlozi is not, there's no one size fits all to idlozi. And nathi as abantwana bomoya, we have our frustrations that which we wanted to share with you so as to humanize us, to say that we also have our frustrations with idlozi. And if I could, I would sit at the council of Amathonga Sekhaya and say, okay, but why Amadlozi ayenza kanje? Why can't they do? Why is it idlozi lenza so? Why lingayenzika so? Not ukuthi sengixabene namadlozi wami ayikho njalo. I just wanted us to attack this topic. I don't know if there's something you wanted to say before we go into the material.
Just a disclaimer, man, and just information for people who would understand. Emkhathini bakwethu, there are levels, there are igaba, there are layers. Nina enike nahlola nami nizongizwa ukuthi mangithandaza ngibiza ingilosi esisemazulwini ayisikhombisa, because there are layers emkhathini. Idlozi khehla resides at one of the lowest high levels. It's not a low astral level, but they are ascended, but they are not too ascended. So they still have a lot of their humanistic emotion and traits. So that's why now and again you'll see them behaving in a manner which really, if you're an ascended spirit, why are you behaving like this? Why are you so angry? So just so you understand, the reason why we're tackling this is not only ukuthi sigxeke amadlozi wabanye abantu, because khona amadlozi awenzayo umsebenzi wawo, then khona amadlozi amaphara. So we're just doing this so you guys understand the mentality and the level of spirituality that idlozi is.
I want to echo what you've just said. Mkhulu Sseida, inyanga yamaskruskru ithi kukhona idlozi lephara, kukhona amadlozi wesiganga.
Makhosi ngibhlungu ngikhetha ibhlungu ngoba a lot of people will be like, and this is touchy because you know we could cross the line at any time, isikwatisa amadlozi wabantu athi ingasayi kulabafana nabo, but we need to give people that understanding. Ibhlungu because umuntu uzothi kudala ngiphahle esigangeni, dala ngiyehlane, dala ngizama uqoqa amadlozi, kuwukuthi lo muntu oye wayohlola kuye akakutshela ukuthi abantu bakini ugogo wakho udakwe ugogo wakho bekayisidakwa of note, umama wakho bekahosha of note, ubaba wakho was just a wife beater, umalume wakho bekayiphara elibhema insango lihlala. They never built themselves up. I want you guys to understand one thing, and this is to you as humans and phila manje. Don't expect ukuthi once you discard this body, any lessons you fail to learn and anything bad habit you learned here, ivese nje ihlambuluke uhambe uyoba ingilosi. It amplifies on that side.
Okay.
Uma you are a waste man here, you will be a waste man that side. And thus abantu bazothi babiza idlozi. Idlozi uthi wena bowuma wami, you're now that side, open up things for me. Ngicabanga ukuthi lo muntu lo if bekanganandaba wakulahla this side, unendaba nawe ngale. Hayi asibangeni Kehle.
And they're not trying. Okay, I want to open on my side with a certain experience that happened to someone that I don't know, but this lady is someone who, whether you want to say was spiritually gifted, bekanobizo, bekazala fumbethe, not ukufumbatha, but azala mbethe. That's what they say, Aniti. However you want to dissect it, but this person bekanemimoya, ne? And Uma Waki is one of those parents that are like, no, asiyenzi lento thina ekhaya, I don't know, whatever. So as time went by, the mother passed away, may also rest in peace. And then she mourned and mourned, and then time went by, things became worse for this gogo. Wagcina ephehlweni. Wayephehlweni waqeda. Wasebenza maybe 2 weeks. After 2 weeks akasaboni next. Akaboni lutho. And then she ended up to go and consult. Consulta. Uma wakhe, the same ma that was saying, Tina siyenzi lento. Now on the other side, she's now saying, Likuphi idubu lakho elimhlophe. And that will now, for me, as Mkhulu Makhenikha, counts as one of the things that I really dislike about Idlozi. Idlozi, you knew how you were when you were here. Now that you're that side, beliefs change because you now understand ukuthi singabantu abamnyama, we're black people. We are not the missionaries that came from wherever they came and fed us wherever they fed us. And we have our things. Now you're on that side. Now you're under pressure because Amatonga are showing you flames, and you don't come with that humility to say, I'm so sorry, my child. I didn't do the X, Y, and Z. Please do this. Instead, when you uvala, my sight, uvali inhlanhla, yavala, uthi, likuphi idubu lakho elimhlophe. And that is, I think it boils down to this attitude of Idlozi to say, my only method of communication that I know is ukvala. I hate that thing of Idlozi. Why? The energy that Idlozi spends ukvala. Why can you not communicate clearly first? Ngamaphupho, ngani, whatever. And then if I'm not listening, this yavala. But just if Idlozi, it's the first thing that it does.
You know, when you mentioned that, umoya khuluma uyaphakama. Ingathi uthi umzali wakho, which is easier to do, ukuthi bakufake isibhaxo or ukuthi bakuhlalise phansi and have a long talk with you? Which one is the one that is easier to communicate? Umoya uphakama ngalelo lizwi, ngalawo mazwi ukuthi I can either put him in a doggy corner or ngamshaya. And it seems like even in black culture, isibhaxo is a thing. Spare the rod, spoil the child. And so it seems it's carried over there. Masimshaya ngesibhaxo. Angeke siloku sikhuluma ngamaphupho. We are exhausting a lot of energy astrally to ukuthi siloku sivela siloku sithi mntanami angilelanga kahle, mntanami angilelanga kahle. Ukuthi to the normal person it won't ring ukuthi akalelanga kahle, ufe kabuhlungu ini. Kanti into abazama ukumtshela yona ukuthi no, please come to my grave and fix my grave.
Nah, but you see.
So lelo lizwi maliphakama, it's as well something that I do hate, bro, because not in my case, but because abantwana abaningi bomoya, especially nina Sangoma neinyanga, you've experienced this. Uye phehlweni uthwase uqondise izinto uthi uma uphuma kuthule du, if kungathuli du kuwohloke yonke into.
Yo.
It's not a story that's happened to 10, 20 people. No, it's a story that's happened to over 100 izangoma inyanga nabaprofeti. And then uthi mosoyobhula kumuntu weqotho athi lo muntu bekakenzisa lento bekungasiyo. Which brings me to my point yokuthi idlozi, one of the things that that irritate me is the communication in symbols, and when you don't get the symbols, tying to your point, bakwate bavale ngoba mosovalekile ukuthi uthatha umsebenzi, then bazobuya bathi hayi wena uthwasa umnguni bekumele uthwasa umndawo. Why didn't you tell me the person I'm going to angeke angiparolise umndawo uzongenzisa into wrong? Why ungangitshelanga ngalesikhathi ngidla ibhudlu ukuthi ngidla into wrong, ukuthi akumelanga ngigide mina? So for me personally, Makhenikha, on behalf of abantwana bomoya, it's one of my contentions and my understanding ukuthi as much as we are unique, namadlozi are unique.
Very unique, yes. Good point.
Ibuhlungu leyo nto ukuthi and siyeke thina lento le eyokuthi as inyanga nabaprofeti nezangoma sithi hayi indlela yedlozi because amadlozi are unique.
Yes.
Uthi wena omunye umuntu idlozi lakhe lithanda utshwala lokumtshela ukuthi umuntu nje onomoya kaphuzi utshwala uxaka umntana abantu umkhulu azakwade athi ngithe ngifuna umqombothi. Wena ugobela wakho loku umfumba ngokuthi jule emanzini ne-Coca-Cola. Idla umuntu onedlozi nje akaphuzi kanti lo muntu ungenwe yikhehla elifuna umqombothi. Ukuthi ikhehla lakhe now is an issue because even maka communicate ukuthi ufuna umqombothi lo muntu akaqondisisi uloku nje akubonisa nihleli inonke niphuzisa avana. Wena mosozobhula emuntwini wangempela alibone ikhambi ngilibone lapha ikhambi ngithi hey bafo umkhulu wakho ubonisa ikhambi la ufuna umqombothi yinto emkwatisile, and you'll be like that's so childish. Is he angry because he didn't drink?
Mina ngifuna ukujula manje yabona le ngizoyikhuluma yo, but ngifike la yilento ethi batshele mntanami, yazi mina enye into engicikayo ngedlozi ukuthi all the problems that are rampant on social media with gobelas and their nefarious means ezokudonsa amathwasa, gobelas that do things they're not supposed to do ngamathwasa. Likuphi lelo dlozi eliphethe ugobela? What is happening in the ethereal realms amongst the community yamadlozi? Why are they letting this nonsense happen? Why are they letting and this is now one of the things that I hate about idlozi. They are too I know Mkhulu Makhenikha umsamo, mina ngigcile emsamo, I promote umsamo, and I'm not talking about idlozi lami angikhuluma, it's a general discussion. But even as umakhenikha umsamo, I am now pushed to say idlozi libele
at times.
Idlozi libele.
Kube ngathi idlozi at times lilahle signal.
Lona self
ingathi lilahle nje isignal linake ukuthi mina ngifuna lokhu kukuthi ngidlisiwe ngidomiwe aningisiza ukuthi ningibonise umuntu ozoqala akhiphe lento le engithwebula umqondo, or aningisiza ukuthi ningivikele ebuthakathini. Mina nje nilwa ngokuthi ngifuna lokhu ngize ngihambe ngiloku ngidakwe lento engidakiwe evala amaphupho wami ukuthi angabonakali kahle, ngize ngifike kulogobela ongayazi lento ayenzayo.
But my chat is such gobelas. What is happening in the Dlozi communities? Maybe I don't understand the ethereal realms. I'll maybe accept that. But what is happening ngale ukuthi them as abantu abadala? Between, I mean, you have a neighbor and they have a neighbor and we're a community. If such a thing exists in the ethereal realms, why are they not doing something as a community to say we need to stop this thing of okobela akobegile abakobegile? I don't know if you can.
No, you're correct. I think it's also in line with one of the messages I got in one of the videos we did when I sent a message out to abathakat nabakobela ababheda ukuthi that is coming to a dramatic end.
Yeah, no.
And it's not Kehla coming to a dramatic end by the council of Itong Mkhulu Kokwasemandulo Makhosi. No. It's coming to an end as a direct message from Mvelingani. Ukuthi there is a shift happening, bantwana bami, zidalwa zami. We are now splitting the earth from the third dimension to the fourth. We are taking humans into a transition now. They are going to be fourth dimensional beings from third dimensional. And hence why we are raising so many spiritual children to prepare and to guide our children into the fourth dimension.
Yeah.
There is no longer gonna be space to tolerate ubuthakathi nokugoba. Laba that decide no. And this is the rapture.
Yo, yajula manje.
I kaphoqa. And I need you bogobela nina eningenwe ubumoya wobuthakathi ngoba nikhona. Ngokujula benu in different levels enigijimisa imali. Awusugobela. Umthakathi ogijimisa imali.
Yeah.
And it's coming to an end. Siyazi ukuthi why you are not able ukuthi uqondise lo mntana ngendlela. Amaphutha ayenzeka kodwa kumele ukuthi either kuphakame idlozi lomntana or kuphakame idlozi logobela if those two have either isipho or unesipho sokuthwasisa.
Yes.
I know from my experience abantu bakithi bebafika kugobela wami. Abantu bakagobela wami bebafika kimi. That's how I knew I was at the right place to do the right thing. Kodwa because we have amadlozi avilaphayo, amadlozi amaphara, mina ngizothi nginyathela izizwe lapha ngithi ngisadabula lapha ehlathini ngingenwe izizwe. Idlozi lixakeke nalo because they also don't have spiritual cognizance ukuthi manje sahlala la emsamo nalezi zinto esingazazi lezithunzi lezi simtshele kanjani umntanethu. Xakekile kodwa into yokuqala abangaphakame bayikhulume ukuthi hey kumoshakele emsamo kumoshakele ngilungise kuphi.
Okay, mina just on another point, things we hate about idlozi. Idlozi, the reason why I said idlozi libele is because izothi ngifuna lokhu nalokhu, ngifuna inkomo, ngifuna ini, ngifuna ekubeni uhluphekile. Bese umuntu uhlaba inkomo ngendlela ayaziyo because they also how let me go deep now and say in certain instances I blame idlozi because they're the same idlozi that never passed down amasiko properly to us. And then when they're that side, bafuna inkomo to be slaughtered in a particular manner, ritual, practice, whatever. But you didn't teach me that. Now you want this thing, so I'm going to do it the way that I either know or the way that someone told me to do it. Spend a lot of money. Kungayenzeki lutho, idlozi licikeke livale. But now I've already spent 7, 14, 21,000 rand. When I could have spent that 7, 14, 21,000 rand on a license, on a small house, on a short course to give me a skill, and actually bring an outcome. But when all you know is nyamvala lo mntwana, I have to, but I have to say it.
Here's the reason why we've declared war on unconsciousness and declared war on whoever says lento yedlozi niyethonga kuseyempela. We have declared war against that ideology. Ikhona amadlozi akhona namathonga akhona. No ukuthi ungaphili ucabanga ukuthi amadlozi ami namathonga ami. Cha. Phila ucabanga ukuthi mina ezidlozi nethongo, what type am I gonna be?
Yes, that's a powerful point. Because the type that you are now will be amplified tenfold when you become idlozi.
Makhosi.
Wow, that's a powerful point.
Do not maybe okay, let me be fair. Maybe it's because mina nawe singamadlozi ahambayo. Uma uyinyanga umprofeti wangempela uyigedla uyisanusi whatever uyidlozi elihambayo. And so you are in essence preparing for the next realm in everything you do. You are aligning your karma, you are fixing your chakras, you are helping people to come into consciousness. But somebody Ketla who's not in our position. Umuntu nje that's just a normal person working at the bank, working at the mine. Yazi ukuthi work hard, dedicate yourself, pray uphahle, be conscious, so that mondlula uyoba idlozi ngale, you can be a proper council member.
Yeah.
You can say ukuthi mokhuluma ngomsamo uyayazi lento oyenzayo, ungadluli la uyoba idlozi eliba iphara. Ukuthi udlule la emhlabeni uloku usibelesela ngokuthi hayi cha siyakhonza thina siyenzi lento, ufike ngale mosofika ngale sekufuneka inkomo eziyi-10 inkukhu eziyi-20 uzoxaka abantwana bakho ukuthi bekumsebenzi wakho la emhlabeni ukuthi ulungisele yona.
Yo, that's a very powerful. You know what I love about your point? It shifts from pointing fingers at Idlozi and saying things we hate about Idlozi, and it now points the finger back on us to say, okay, that's their mistakes. What are you going to do? What can you learn from that? Are you going to be like Idlozi Leskanga? Or are you going to be the first Idlozi emsamo wako? Idlozi lenhlanhla. Idlozi likhanyayo.
Because in essence, Amadlozi were once us.
Yeah.
Nathi we're gonna become idlozi, and eventually if we do well as idlozi, we're gonna graduate siba mathongo. So don't be short-sighted and ube nomcabango wokuthi hayi mina idlozi lami. Have that mentality ukuthi mina ngiyoba idlozi elinjani.
True that. That's so true.
Amadlozi wami yebo bekwamadlozi wamaphara. But ithi ngikhanyisa umsamo, let me do my best ukuthi mangidlula ngibe idlozi lenhlanhla ukuthi mabaphahla ekhaya kukhuphuka oyi-1 okhanyayo at least. Or kukhuphuka oyi-1 who is not staggering. Ongaxakekanga yena themselves oxakwe ikhama yakhe ngale.
Yo.
Esekuzomela lokabuya akukhuluma indaba ezinganamsebenzi ezingapheli. Umuntu naye uma bekaphila la emhlabeni bekazazi indaba zakhe ukuthi nami ngikhuphuka nginobizo ngingabuyi nesikhwama ngizoxaka abantu. Another thing that eyenzekayo umuntu abalekela amabhayi, abalekela ikhwama zakhe, abalekela umsebenzi wakhe, mase kabuya ngapha sekabuya ngolaka uyavala ngoba ufuna ukuthi umsebenzi wakhe kudlule indumba. Ukuthi wazi kahle ukuthi watshelwa ukuthi wena unesipho. No, nna ke batla ho tshwara ditlhare. Nna ke sa badiwash. No, nna ke di etse ntshwe, nna ke tlo rapela Modimo. No. Uzobuya uzoloku uxaka umntana wakho umuse emanzini angapheli agodola lapha emanzini. Please have the mentality of ukuthi nawe mongdlula uyoba idlozi. Have the vision that has longevity ukuthi uyoba idlozi elinjani. Invest in your spirituality.
I love that point. So Mkhulu Sseida is saying that when amaloku balekela into yakho, you're basically kicking the can down the road to the next generation, and then your kid and then their kid is just gonna be in more and more of a difficult situation because of lo mkhuba lokubalekela isipho sakho.
Iyaqaka khehla. Because at the end of the day, mangithi ngiyaphakama lo mntana lo uphakama ngamaphupho uzibona sesikolweni, uzibona phetha amathambo, uzibona yemba imithi and so forth. Kodwa yena ngomcabango wakhe hayi ugogo makaphila bekuwumuntu othandazayo ahamba amasonto. Ugogo bekayisulumani, hayi ugogo bekayijuda inini. Ukuthi now you are that side and uhlangane namathongo, namathongo wathi sakutshela kangakho.
Yeah.
Sakutshela kangakho.
Yeah,
Cela ubuyele le manje uyogidisa lo mntana.
Okay, can I just make a separate point? Ukuthi, that is a good point for us the living to be conscious of, so that we don't xaka abantwana bethu. But then also on the side of Amadlozi that are on the other side, I can say I understand due to ignorance that ugogo didn't take up isikhwama sakhe nomsebenzi wakhe. I understand that, but now she can't come back. Let me say I hate or I don't understand Amadlozi coming back ngolaga, attitude, vala. When they knew ukuthi when they were here, they were ignorant, and now they're not patient with me. Things we hate about Idlos.
You know what I can liken it to, and I'm not advocating for Idlos, but I am an advocate Yamatongo and Amadlozi in general. Liken it to a company structure.
Okay.
The shareholders put pressure on what the directors put pressure on what the managers put pressure on the team leaders put pressure on what the employees have no leg to stand on. Amathongo ayawacindezela amadlozi athi yeyi ningasilinga ungidluleli la ungayilungisanga lento hamba udlozomela. Wena uthi usafika uyadlozomela nawe you still learning the ability yokuba idlozi ukuthi okay kumele ngifike ngamaphupho ngibonisa iy'nyoka. What's the common sign? Ini. Umntana dololo hlezi adakiwe. Mawafika amaphupho yacindezela umntana because you never taught them while you were on earth. You never taught your daughter while she was on earth spiritual cognizance. She never taught your granddaughter spiritual cognizance. Now you are under the pressure yet all, the High Council.
Yeah, I don't know, man. My energy from the beginning of the video and now is two different things, because the points and perspectives you've brought sort of just balanced everything out for me to understand Uguti. It's a systemic thing. It's not difficult for me to point my finger at Idlozi, because Idlozi is also going through a struggle.
A big one. Abanye babo bashayiswa imoto bashiywa le and because azange bafundisa isiko basayise idlozi lesiganga selile abalandwanga. Bafela esibhedlela angabonwa umuntu because he was a criminal. Understand one thing. If there's a spiritual imbalance, there will be a moral imbalance. If there's a moral imbalance, there will be a manifestation in the physical realm. In order to fix this world, humans are going to have to come into cognizance with the fact that you cannot avoid a reality that is true, that you are not a human. You are a soul, a spirit having a human experience. The moment we come into cognizance and understanding of that, we will stop ukugxila ezintweni zenyama, siqale ukugxila ezintweni zomoya, in order to prepare for the realm that is eternal and not be confused by the realm that is mortal and temporary. Mkhulu Sseida uzama ukuthini? Here's what I'm trying to say to you. Kunamadlozi amaningi that are scattered. Kunabaningi abenu esithi sinishayisa amagobongo ngokuhlanganisa amadlozi ikhuphuka amaphara. Abantu abalahlekile, abokhokho bakudala babalekela le abaphuma khona. And now wena sowutshelwa ukuthi no, wena kumele uhambe uyonyathela eGibhithe.
Ngicala kuphi iGibhithe?
Kuwukuthi because if you were spiritual, you would understand. Do you know why the Jews keep their lineage so clean? Umuntu can track their lineage 10 generations back. You can even see it in the Bible. So and so, son of so and so, so and so, son of so and so. Because that is the ability of tracking the family tree, tracking umlando, tracking umsamo, of course. So bringing that into cognizance, teaching people ukuthi understand ukuthi bawethu uthunywe yithongo njengoba ula wena yourself. It's just that because when you go through the spiritual death process and the physical birth process, the forgetting is so traumatic ukuthi wena you can only remember intuitionally or through dreams. So it becomes such a struggle ukhumbula ukuthi you were once in idlozi. Ubuye la ukuzoyenza umsebenzi wethongo. Once we can teach this generation that, we can remove this mess that's been made in terms of umsamo.
It's a mess, Martin.
It's a big mess. Especially la inhlungu lento angigxeki isizwe simnyama mara ngizoyisho nje lento ngoba kumele siyisho. Especially la eAfrika. Angifuni ukungicambela amanga ithongo elikhulu ukhokho wasemandulo. I'm on record saying this. Likwatile ithongo elikhulu, ithongo eliphethe wonke amathongo wethu likwatile silahlile. Sathatha ithixo ezilenge esihlahleni.
Yo, Nkosiyami.
Sathatha ithixo.
Yeah, you know,
esingazazi ukuthi zazikhonza ziphi ingilosi zazaloba.
Yes. So, and that also falls for me personally under things I hate about Idlozi. Because Idlozi is human beings that loved Mandulo. I hate the fact that they dropped the ball big time.
Yo, that's one way to put it.
I wasn't even trying to make a joke, but I hate the fact that they dropped the ball big time.
No, that's one way to put it. You know why I'm laughing? Because They literally did.
They dropped the ball.
They know they literally did, and not ukungena emlonyeni Makhenikha.
children.
Just when you know the history. I mean, now we know the spiritual history of how we ended up where we are, and the reason why channels like Kemi TV were forced by Amatongo ukuthi they must come to be, because had things like this not being done, if they don't raise up prophets to prophesy to the children of Akebula, to the children abansundu, yoba inkinga. Because you can imagine if indlela ilahlwe manje, my God, give us 100 more years with this behavior.
I don't think there'll be another 100 more years of our existence the way things are going. But my point was just that ukuthi uma sengikhuluma nabo straight ukuthi things I hate about Idlozi. Now I'm talking to them as people that they are. They really fumble the bag. For us, in addition to what Mkhulu Sseida was saying, ukuthi sathatha ithixo esingazazi, it's because they fumble the bag. Rather death than, it's the same thing. I'd rather die with my identitorial integrity intact than continue to live but ngitreblekile, because amathongo are ke mtongo wa ramgele lokolokotwana, but sengizibiza ngo Ibrahim Hamad ngikhonza isilwane esinezandla eziningi.
Yeah, Jula Ketla, you gotta relax. Hey Jesus, that's why I call Malindo. But I hear you. I understand what you're saying.
You understand? It's like, okay, now how many generations is Umsamo going to be? It's so lost that there are some melanated humans for which I could even say that there's just little to no hope for that person to reconnect with itonga lakhe langempela. Not
Uyachula Ketla. Yes, just to fill in where you're going.
Things we hate about Idlozi. Yes, you can continue.
This topic, I know you guys will be like, how we thought you guys benzo Idlozi. No, nazi ukuthi nani mandlula noba Idlozi. So connecting to ipoint kaMakhenikha about the fact ukuthi kunabantwana that bakhonza iy'thixo abangazazi ezinezandla eziyi-10,000. Wazwa ngomuntu wazwa ngomuntu wena bathi iyabuya le ndoda. Wazwa Khetla. You didn't dream of this guy. His angel didn't come to you. Asideleli imfundiso futhi ney'thixo zenu, kodwa sizama ukubuyisa ukuthi uyoba idlozi nawe. Uyabona uma sizogxeka abantu abandlulile, these people are already that side, yes. And they already have their behaviors. Abomama abandlula lana base Dutch Reformed Church.
Hey, you're gonna edit that out.
Ngenxa and asibablame ngenxa yokuthi abelungu bafika la and abokhokho babo bebanganaso isibindi sokuthi bathi sibulaleni. And you can also now, when you fall back in time, now mabazothi I'm just ngicaphuna kancane kuloko okwayenzakala eCongo when the French came there and wanted rubber. Nazi that we are aware of the history that you cut our people's hands. That's how you convince them that you are God. From fear, abokhokho bethu
but still
gave up.
But and I know I sound judgmental now, but where were the kings? Where were the nyangas? Where were the shaman?
Do you know, Ketla? And I'm not a person who wants to racially divide. Because it is what it is. Do you know, and never mind what you say. Do you know when the English got to India, what they found?
Oh shit, I know you're going. Continue.
The people were so spiritually. In India, there's something we call sadhanas. It's when your meditation becomes so ascended, ukuthi you gain what we call a sadhana. It's abilities, strange abilities. From ukuthi, some of you will see videos of Indian gurus meditating and they levitate. Some of them can operate. When the English got there, they couldn't colonize them. They went back to England and they told the king, these people have superpowers. And the king said, we must dismantle what? Their spirituality first.
Okay.
So beziguphi inyanga, beziguphi izanus, beziguphi izangoma, they dismantled our spirituality and umlando wethu. And they gave us a story that is not ours, ukuthi we are a slave race.
Yes.
Of which mina ngeke ngiyivume leyo nto. Ngeke ngiyivume nje leyo nto leyo ukuthi we are a slave race. We are a godly and kingly race. And I'm sticking by my point. So they dismantled that. Abokhokho bethu acquiesced. They compromised because bashaya ngomqondo kuqala before they got physically tormented. Babanika iy'pili ezishayanayo, babanika ama-makeup, babanika ini, babagila umqondo. And when that was done, when they had forgotten, but you know, we've got a guy. You see this white guy? He's the guy, trust bro. This is the guy who's gonna come back and save you guys. And nathi sambheka lo mlungu, sabheka labelungu lawa, sambheka lo mlungu sathi, yabona ke, this must be our savior because these people brought technology to us. No, they didn't bring technology, they brought vanity.
Yeah, and now it's drifting a bit, but I will enter into what you just said, the vanity point. It's true. We thina Africa besiphila kamnandi. Everyone, there was no, even now there is no shortage. The perceived shortage is a propaganda, is manufactured shortage to keep us enslaved. Oh, I gotta work around a 5 so that I can buy this house for 10 million or 5 million or 2 million because houses are so expensive. Why are they so expensive? There's a shortage. No, there's no shortage. It's manufactured to keep the prices up, to keep you running. I'm going into deep, but my point was, in Africa, everyone had their homestead, everyone had milk, everyone had land to grow food.